Hi, everybody. Sam Kavaris in the samsportsline.com sports update. Hope you're enjoying Florida-Georgia week, Georgia-Florida week, as the Dogs are the defending champion. And, you know, as good as this week is, I got to tell you, I've always thought, and maybe you read the thing I wrote in the TU that I retweeted today, that this could be a bigger deal, and it should be. And I've told every mayor since, well, heck, I think since Jake Godbold, that, look, this is one of the two times, this and Gate River Run, that we invite people downtown. And you're always talking about, let's get people downtown, and then the first thing we tell everybody is go home when it's over. So this is a great week. The contract for the game is here for the next 2-3 years, and this is an opportunity to really expand this. This should be a football festival. It should be an opportunity to show off what we can do, similar to what we did at the Super Bowl. And remember, that was now 13 years ago. I mean, that's ages ago. So we're talking about an opportunity to keep a game that is going to be wanted by plenty of things. Remember, there was some talk about Atlanta winning this game a little while ago, and the Chick-fil-A preseason games, you know, those kickoff classics, they're not going up there for nothing. Jerry Jones, he's not getting teams coming to Dallas for nothing. So we've got to be competitive in this situation, and the best way to do that is to preserve the tradition by making a bigger deal of it. You know, we're never going to meet any sort of competitive bid if people want to start throwing money around. But in terms of the tradition of the game, the opportunity to play a game here, to have your fans come here, and to have a 3-day festival of football is almost unparalleled right now. They need to do this right now. And, you know, get some balloons, float a gator over one end of the stadium and a bulldog over the other. Close down Gator Bowl Boulevard and put some street vendors down there. It's already closed to traffic anyway for the game. So there's plenty of situations that the city can step up, and they need to do it, and they need to do it rather quickly. The Jaguars are in London, of course, and despite the fact that they know the routine and it's pretty standard for them now, the Jaguars are a 3-point underdog to the Eagles, who have not been there before. And that is a factor. I can tell you, having gone to every one of these London games, that is absolutely a factor. So why? Well, obviously, the Jaguars have played poorly, so have the Eagles. Jaguars lost last week, so did the Eagles. But the Eagles don't seem to have that strife that the Jaguars are under. Remember, the Blake Bortles reputation nationally is that he can't play at all. Well, we certainly know, have seen him, he certainly can play. But with a third-string left tackle, with no tight ends, with no running game, and wide receivers who are dropping significant passes that can keep drives going on, no quarterback, maybe Drew Brees, maybe Tom Brady, maybe Aaron Rodgers, but nobody else is able to overcome that. The Jaguars against the Eagles is a interesting matchup because they're both maybe the most talented teams in the league. The difference right now is that the Jaguars are having a internal strife problem. You read about, I'm sure, the problem in the locker room after the game against the Texans. I was in the locker room on Wednesday, and the players kind of blew it off. But you can tell that this is something that they're going to have to overcome if they want to right the ship. Only one team in history has gone 3-4 and gone to the Super Bowl, and the Jaguars could easily lose this week, and I still say could be 9-7 and get in the playoffs. But it's a much different season than people were anticipating, and the Jaguars need to show some life. If not win the game, show some life against the Eagles going into the bye week. I'm Sam Kavaris, and that's the samsportsline.com sports update.